everyone. We're going to write a coordinate proof and prove that this mid-segment here, GH, is 1/2 of the base of the triangle here, DF. And we're going to write a coordinate proof, which means we have to use the distance formula and the midpoint formula. So first thing I want to do is find the midpoint of G. So I'm going to use my midpoint formula and use these 2 points to find the midpoint. So I'm going to use my E plus 0 divided by 2, and my Y is going to be D plus 0 divided by 2. So this is going to be E divided by 2, comma, D divided by 2. And that's the midpoint of G. And then the midpoint of H is going to be same thing. It's E plus F divided by 2, and then D plus 0 divided by 2, and that equals E plus F divided by 2 and D divided by 2. Now what I'm going to do is use the distance formula to find the distance between these two lines and see if they're half of each other using my midpoints here. So I'm going to write my midpoints again. So G midpoint was in E divided by 2 and D divided by 2, and H was E plus F divided by 2 and D divided by 2. All right. Excuse me. We're going to use the distance now of GH. And here's your X's and Y, X and Y. Okay, so the distance is going to be your first X. I'm just going to use this one first. So I'm going to call this one my second and second. These will be my first. All right. So I'm going to use E plus F divided, and I'm going to put these both like that. I can rewrite it like that. And then we're going to subtract E divided by 2 squared, plus, then we're going to do our D divided by 2, comma, minus D divided by 2 squared. So this part's just going to be 0. Now this part is the E squares cancel, so you're going to get F divided by 2 squared, and that's just going to be F divided by 2. Now let's do this distance here, and that distance is just going to be, so distance of DF. Now that's going to be, just look at your points here, F minus 0 squared plus 0 minus 0 squared. Now that gives you square root of F squared, which just equals F. So looking at this, I know that GH is 1/2 of DF. And Y, I'm going to substitute. That's because GH distance is F divided by 2, and that is 1/2 of F. So that's your proof. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.